am the dirty Hippie-Jesus, here to save you from your sin.
Excelsior. It's not how he says it at all. Excelsior. How does Stan the Man Lee say Excelsior? Excelsior, true believers. Closer, much closer. Wearing these shades in honor of the man, in honor of the Stan Leibowitz. I forget what his name was. No, I was a little bit sad. Not a little bit. I didn't know how to take it. It was kind of the same as with Jack Kirby, you know, kind of having like this estranged grandfather that you look up to because he's such a cool cat. Pass. Yeah, similar feeling, you know. I didn't have like a great connection with my grandparents past, you know, a certain age. When I was a little kid, we lived in the same trailer home, in the same trailer park. And I got to, you know, my first friends, my first really good close friends were my grandparents. And then we moved away, so I lost connection with them. And some of them are still alive. Some of them are, you know, passed. And rest in peace, whatever. But Stan Lee, Jack Kirby, these guys were like grandparents to me. Stan Lee was like a grandpa to me. I remember watching him on the fucking... I got this free VHS video from Pizza Hut. It was like when the X-Men series was debuting on Fox. It was like Saturday morning cartoons and shit like that. And I got this I don't remember how I did it. You know, I used to do Book It, where you would like read books and get a free pizza. This was something completely different, but I got a free video, Night of the Sentinels. I think I had 2 of them. And before each episode, Stan Lee would be like talking to like people that were in charge of the X-Men at that point in time, which I will say, I must point this out. Stan Lee was the creator of the X-Men. My childhood heroes. Oh, I'm not sad. The guy was going through so much weird familial shit before he died. He was going blind. He was 95 years old. So I don't feel bad, but I feel like I did lose someone that was close to me in the sense that I knew their stories. I read their stories. I was acclimated to their way of thinking, and I loved it. It was something that fed into me. And because that is gone, I'm sad. Because an old man who lived a full life, not a perfect life, but a full life, has moved on to the next stage of energy, whatever that may be, I'm happy for that. Like, I'm glad. I don't know why people are trying to defame him. I guess that happens if you are a celebrity and you die. But Stan wasn't even like that big of a celebrity. Like, he was just a cameo on a lot of movies. And then he was like this old Jewish cat for the rest of the time that created the X-Men. At any rate, Excelsior, true believers. I hope that his energy that he left behind, the imprint that he left behind, I hope that it endures. I hope that the goodness that was a part of who he was endures. And I hope that we can remember who created these stories, who created these characters in these stories, and not just get wrapped up in the stories themselves, because they come from human parents. They're birthed by humans. And that is the best story, right? Like, that's why telenovelas are so popular. That's why fucking TV is a thing, is because we like to see our reflection. We like to hear our name called out. And Stan Lee was one of those people. He could call your name out. He could catch your attention, and he caught mine for many years. And I grew up learning from his characters, learning from him sometimes. And I'm sad that a kindred spirit, as Anne Anne of Green Gables would say, as a kindred spirit is gone. But I'm happy that an old man that lived a full life is able to move on to the next thing. So I hope that you guys can, those of you who appreciate what he did, I hope you can join with me in celebrating in who he was. And we are the torchbearers now. We carry the remembrance. Those of you who want to attack the imperfection of a person's livelihood from A to Z, from beginning to end, go fuck yourself. All right? Go sit on a fucking cactus. I don't give a shit. Just get the fuck out of my face. I'm only concerned with people that want to remember their New Yorker Jewish grandpa who made Spider-Man and fucking X-Men. That's all okay? Like, that's all I give a shit about. Anyways, my rant is over. I've said my piece. Rest in peace, Stan Lee, and Excelsior, Stan Lee. Wherever you're at, Excelsior.